Baselworld 2012 here in Switzerland, home of the biggest watchmakers in the world. Today we're going to acquaint ourselves with an exclusive range of products. Let's step inside and take a closer look at what's in store for this coming year. The Swatch Group was formed as a conglomeration of two companies in financial turmoil. It was back in 1983 that the first Swatch watches made their way to the market. 30 years later, Swatch has established themselves as an unrivaled leader in the global watch industry, housing big names like Calvin Klein, Tissot, Certina, Mido, Hamilton and Rado under the Swatch umbrella.
Swatch Group has got a great variety. They've got a good mix of brands from the low end to the high end. So they've got pretty much a watch for everybody, starting at maybe about 10,000 rupees and going up to maybe a crore or something. Again, I don't sell any of the Swatch Group, but I know they've got a lot of good watches for everybody who wants to buy anything. Breguet, who's done well in the ultra luxury high end. Longines has done well also, again, because they've roped in some ambassadors. And Tissot appeals to, I guess, the college people. So they've got a brand for everything.
It was back in 1738 that Jacques Throt established itself as a brand that prides itself on the application of mechanical principles to the craft of watchmaking. The brand mirrors the aspirations of its clientele through timepieces that reflects craftsmanship enriched by its distinctive spirit. The watches symbolize the values of purity, durability and refinement that are recognized the world over. Jacques Throt came to India in 2007 and since has set its eyes on India's 600 crore luxury goods market. Another Swatch brand that refuses to compromise on excellence is Certina. Since 1888, the brand has stood at the apex of technological innovation by incorporating the finest materials and components in their timepieces. The technology in Certina watches is built to endure the most challenging conditions, so it's no surprise that the brand is linked to boxing legend Muhammad Ali and Hollywood stuntman Oliver Keller. The brand also has brought performance and durability to the world of motorsport by partnering up with the Peter Sauber F1 team. A special member to the Swatch family is Breguet, which since its conception has set the standard by which all fine watchmaking has been judged. The designs that were produced by Breguet were varied but always stayed true to the fundamentals of horology. Queen Marie Antoinette of France, Napoleon and Sir Winston Churchill are amongst the few patrons who put their faith in the artistry of Breguet. Today, the essence of the brand continues to go through a process of constant innovation while observing the rules of excellence in engineering and visual harmony that the brand helped define. Well, that was some really interesting facts on the leading Swiss watchmaker. Time for us to slip into a short break, but when we return, we're going to dive deeper into the leading labels of the Swatch Group. Welcome back to Baselworld 2012. Now, constant innovation in technology is quintessential for any watchmaker to keep pace with this evolving market, and two Swatch brands who are known for their consistency in this arena is of course Rado and Tissot. Here's a closer look into this year's exclusive collection. Even back in the 50s, one could always single a Rado from the rest with its distinct design and high-tech material. Rado even made its way to the Guinness Book of World Records, with the V10K making its mark as the hardest watch in the world. So if a futuristic style statement is what you're going for, Rado delivers a collection that's way ahead of its time.
Rado is a watch that lasts over time. A Rado watch, because of its very minimalistic, pure design, doesn't age. And because of the high-tech material we use, the watch still looks the same after a few years. So we really don't follow short-term trends, but we always want to produce products that last over time and that give an outstanding value to the consumer. We are able to present here in Basel innovations in the field of construction, innovations in the field of new materials, and innovations in the field of design. So exactly what made Rado strong over the past 50 years and what will also continue to make us strong in the coming 50 years.
Rado was one of the first Swiss brands to tap the ever-growing Indian watch market. Unlike other luxury watch brands, Rado is determined to offer value for money and justify their price tags. And with India ranking amongst the top 5 markets, Rado will continue to innovate and provide stylish and cost-effective watches for the Indian consumer.
The Indian customer is a very demanding customer. I think he appreciates products that offer an outstanding ratio of value, quality and price. And I think with the state-of-the-art technology that we integrate in each of the Rado products and still being able to offer them at a very affordable price, it's certainly the reason for the big success we have in India. But for the Indian watch market, I think what is important is that whenever we bring out something in the Indian watch market for Rado, that the Indian consumer recognizes immediately the substance of the product. And the substance has to be in relationship to the price. Because you cannot just tell to the people that a product is a luxury product because it has a high price. It has to be the substance that really justifies that the ratio between the price, value and quality of the product is really outstanding.
Amongst the eye-catching Rado collections at Basel was the Rado D-Star 200 series. The diving-inspired design features perform well both above and below sea level. The Swiss automatic movement is protected by robust materials that offer water resistance up to 20 bar. And regardless of whether you wear it with a dry suit or a business suit, the D-Star 200 is designed to set its own distinct identity. Rado's true thin line collection is a reflection of style and panache. The collection sets new standards in visual appeal and comfort by being the thinnest watches made by Rado. And the high-tech ceramic collection is meant to mirror the trend of mixing business with leisure. But if you're in the market for something more avant-garde, Rado has a few collections on offer that fit the bill.
The 3 new families that we are presenting here in Basel, we have a very unique design piece called the R1. It's very unique in terms of the material, the construction that we use to make the piece, and also because we integrated super luminova, mixing it with ceramic, and the product lights up in the night. In terms of material, we are coming out with the Hyperchrome family that is inspired by the traditional and very strong family from the 60s, 70s called the Horse collection. But because of the special geometry of this piece, we were never able to do it in ceramic in the past. Now, by using a new construction technology that is a monoblock construction, we are able to make this piece also with ceramic, and we added to it some very nice design elements, because on the side of the product you see on each side some inserts either in PVD color or in different colors of ceramic to really give it a very contemporary look.
Another company that believes in combining the old with the new is Tissot. Over 155 years in the industry, Tissot is no stranger to innovation. Combining expert craftsmanship with tactile feedback, Tissot is introducing products that don't just rely on their good looks to make the sale. The brand has a history of creating specialized watches for divers, sailors and pilots, so don't be surprised to find instruments that belong on a plane in your Tissot wristwatch.
We have a long historical assets, of course based first on mechanical watches, because Tissot started in 1853, 159 years ago. And Tissot has proven to be very innovative, but always implementing the traditional watchmaking background. So through our past history, Tissot created the first anti-magnetic watch in 1930. Tissot also has been very innovative in design. When you look at the Art Deco time at the beginning of the 20th century, Tissot created the banana watch, the Porto watch, like a barrel, that still today is very trendy after 100 years. And later on, I mean in the 70s, Tissot came also with a rock watch, very famous, made of granite from the Alps. And Tissot also made the first plastic mechanical watch 10 years ahead of Swatch. So Tissot, at the same time, can combine to be really strong either on the electronic side with the tactile, because there is no more modern product than that, because with the tactile technology, you really get accurate instrumental functions that are really accurate. I can assure you, I'm a private pilot, the altimeter is as secure as the altimeter on the plane. And then so with the tactile technology, we've been able to develop specialized watches like for alpinists, for divers that can go down to 200 meters or 600 feet, for sailors. And we have a different tactile products that, of course, were first created to be utilized by specialists.
The buck doesn't stop there. Tissot also takes precision timekeeping very seriously. You'll find them on the racetrack with MotoGP and NASCAR, on the basketball court, on the football field, and even in the ice hockey rink.
We have a lot of commitment to sports also. We do the timekeeping of many world championships like MotoGP. We were also with our NASCAR with our driver Danica Patrick, American lady. We do ice hockey, we do World Championship of fencing, we do many World Championships. And in timekeeping, we want also to have products that correspond to this commitment, and all with the racing touch and all this kind of product, we have dedicated products.
A global brand like Tissot has to cater to the tastes of consumers from all over the world. Today, with the help of the internet and media, it's easier to tap into global trends and develop a product that's a hit across different countries.
In the world of today, due to the internet access, everywhere, worldwide, we know what are the trends, what are the kind of color, what are the shape. And nowadays, I don't think there is a shape that can be better for the Indian market or for the UK market or for the French market. The young people of today, they are looking to the same kind of product the world over, because they are discovering either by magazine, on TV, on newspaper, on internet, and why you or my daughter you could not buy the same kind of product? So since this is why we are and Tissot is a global brand. Tissot, as you know, Tissot is everywhere. We are not just concentrated on one market. Tissot, we are really covering the entire world. We are also good in India, we are very good in Europe, we are good in Asia, we are good in America, because Tissot has a long past history.
Tissot pioneered the technological breakthrough with tactile timekeeping back in 1999 with the Tissot Touch collection. They have since brought tactile operation to a wide range of contemporary designs through the integration of a special touchscreen crystal. The collection ensures that style is delivered alongside technological features like an altimeter, chronograph, compass, thermometer, and barometer. The Sailing Touch is a special member to the Touch family, providing the user with the ability to tune into weather forecasts, calculate the tides, and a regatta countdown captain. Equally special is the Sea Touch that provides the wearer with sophisticated diving functionality up to a depth of 100 meters. Serving up a justified dose of nostalgia is the Tissot Tradition collection. The watches come in a variety of vintage finishes, and the classic details are balanced with high-tech operation. Equally stunning is the T-Wave collection. The lines flow around the wrist, following a natural course as they swirl by the edge of the bracelet. Time for a quick break here on the show, but a lot more action coming up. Welcome back to Baselworld 2012. Now 19 brands are celebrated under the Swatch umbrella, and two of their crown jewels is of course Omega and Longines. Elegance and performance is what these two brands are all about. Here's what a collector can look out for. The winged hourglass Longines is a seasoned name in the Swatch Group. With technical expertise born of fine Swiss heritage, Longines is a renowned timekeeper in the world of sport. And its elegance in design coupled with unrivaled performance, speaks volumes across the 130 countries that it's home to.
The consumer, if he buys a Longines watch, knows that this watch has been in business for 180 years. So it gives the consumer a feeling of security because he knows that this watch will be there probably for an additional 180 years. So security, a worldwide distribution, a worldwide after-sales service, and a very good ratio, price and quality.
The culture of perfectionism runs deep at Longines, preserved in every timepiece. The brand is not easily swayed by emerging trends and fads and remains rooted to the soul of their designs.
In our business, the trend doesn't change so much. It's a small evolution, there is no revolution. And if you look at our collection, we only change maybe 10 to 12% of the model a year. Why should we change winning models? And consistency and stability in the collection on winning model is also giving to the end user the proof that he will have up-to-date model and is raced for many couple years. So we are not so much affected by major change in our business.
Longines has made its mark the world over, and India is no exception. With more relaxed policies on taxation and duties, the brand is finally making its way to more stores across the country. And with Aishwarya Rai stepping in as brand ambassador, the brand has made a powerful statement of commitment to the Indian consumer.
The Indian watch market is gone through a great stability because now we have no more the semi knockdowns, the licenses, the quota situation. Now the situation here, still with very heavy duty and taxes, the market is open. And we believe that step by step the duties and the taxes will go down. But we enjoy good business. We are happy to be in many very good shops, and our staff are enjoying and doing a very good business where we are very happy. And in addition, we have Ash.
Longines' journey began back in 1832 in the Swiss town of Saint Emir, and 180 years later, Longines pays tribute to its hometown with a special collection. The Saint Emir collection echoes the company's close relationship to the village and a commitment to historical values of tradition, elegance, and sport as well. The collection exhibits time and date models, chronographs, and a prestige model with 4 retrograde functions.
Our new collection, called the Longines Saint-Emir collection, is a tribute to our village, to our city. Our brand is for more than 180 years located non-stop in this small village in the mountains, and we have there a factory of about 500 workers, and we have always been there. So we felt it was time to give face to our community, to our citizens, to our workers, to our population. That's why we decided to call this collection the Longines Saint-Emir collection.
Joining the 180-year celebration is the Le Grand Classic Longines collection. The limited anniversary edition sports a set of 180 diamonds as tribute, and the slim steel body and the mother of pearl dial houses 12 diamonds. Staying true to the intrinsic quality and style is the Longines Master Collection. Riding on its successful launch in 2005, Longines has added new colors and models to the line. The new models come in pink and yellow gold with black dials, adding to the already exquisite lineup. Symbolic to the passing of time and the moon, the Prima Lunar series, with its curves and delicate lines, emits a gentle glow. The dials are illuminated by a play of sparkling diamonds, creating a collection for women who appreciate contemporary and sophisticated elegance. And last but not the least, with its stylish rectangular shape, is the Dolce Vita collection that embodies the easygoing Italian way of life. mid-1800s saw another Swiss watchmaker take center stage, one that would be strides ahead of the rest in sports watchmaking. Omega, who has so far established itself as the official timekeeper of 24 Olympic Games on the golf course and as a precise marine chronometer, has also ventured into the depths of space with the Omega Speedmaster Professional. The watch was the first of its kind to be flight qualified by NASA and has even made its way to 6 lunar landings. Another claim to fame is its appearance on the wrist of Agent 007 in several Bond films. But its goal this year is, of course, to carry its torch forward at the London Olympics with the release of a new collection.
I think we look forward to a continuity of our DNA, Omega's DNA, which is so rich in history, be it on the Constellation collection that we know now worldwide, in India in particular, big success. New models this year with new movements, and in our iconic Speedmaster and Seamaster range, really some very interesting new models, and linked also to this year being the year of James Bond. So we have some very interesting models for James Bond, and for the Olympics in London, also very important for us.
The awards that line the Omega booth tell tales of their accuracy and precision in conception and design over the years. Every watch on display shows Omega's commitment to delivering a quality product. And every new collection, therefore, is not just redesigned and upgraded, but done so while retaining character-identifying features. And it is this dedication to quality and performance that is appreciated by the value-conscious Indian connoisseur and will continue to play a key role in Omega's India story.
Somebody once wrote about India, the world has become very flat, and I think we sell the same watches and have the same questions asked by a consumer in Mumbai than we do in Beijing or in New York or in London. So I think there's not really, I think it's become a global playing ground for sure. India is developing in its own rhythm and way, which is good. I think it's very healthy. Not to go too far too quickly, you know what I mean? So I think it's getting there. We see the Indian consumer getting much more knowledgeable about fine watches. The environment in India is changing also, the shopping environment, when they're traveling. I think it's a very positive process.
The Seamaster series from Omega still gathers a strong audience. The collection has over the years evolved like every other Omega, yet remains strong in its nautical links. The Seamaster Aquaterra, another London Olympics launch, and the Planet Ocean Ceragold will be the newest members of the Seamaster family this year. But it's the Planet Ocean Ceragold that distinguishes itself from the rest, with a helium escape valve and markers coated with super luminova that helps track time underwater, and a ceramic bezel diving scale made from an innovative material called Ceragold.
I would say the Ceragold watch I'm wearing here, which is the first time that we're using a ceramic bezel on a gold watch and have the gold growing out of the ceramic. This is a 5 years development, R&D to make this.
The Develle collection, Omega's new chronograph, is another that has received a warm welcome by watch lovers since its launch last year. Powered by a coaxial caliber, the watch offers multiple functions along with cool style. With brand ambassador Nicole Kidman, Omega's Ladymatic collection pitches itself as a symbol of the modern woman and her graceful power. The delicate exterior conceals the most accurate automatic watch movements while exuding glamour and femininity in design. Like its name, Omega's Constellation collection stands out. The luxury edition watches shimmer with round diamonds and come in various interpretations, making these the most glamorous watches imaginable. Well, we've come to the end of our journey here at Baselworld 2012. We hope you've enjoyed this special edition on the Swatch Group as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. That's all for now though. Goodbye.